Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Tuesday morning, November 19th. Looking at the last couple of days of the market profile of the SPY ETF. And the SPY up elevator continues its ascent. Remember, there's only one button on this elevator. There's no down button as of now. Only an up button as we look to make new highs, possibly on another gap. It's just over an hour to go. Remember, we were saying this yesterday, and then we came in and did not have the gap. So just over an hour to go, looking to gap higher again. Our all-time high again in the pre-market right now at 313.13, lucky 13.13. We're trading at 312.76 right now, so the all-time high in the pre-market. Now quickly, I just want to talk about something a little off center here than the SPY, but it certainly relates. Home Depot right now, down $10, just about 4%. It was down at one point $19. So there seems to be a certain disconnect. The consumer voice is more powerful than any analyst, price target, or recommendation as far as I'm concerned. Just quick story. My youngest daughter at the time, she was about 17, came into my office and said, "Dad, where's Victoria's Secret trading?" I had no idea. I didn't know if they were a standalone company or what. We found out they were owned by L Brands. Looked it up. Stock was trading. This was sometime late 2017. Stock was trading in the upper 50s to 60. And I said, "Well, this is where it's trading." She goes, "Short it." I go, "What?" I go, "Why?" She goes, "Victoria's Secret is giving up their bathing suit line. And there was a couple other things, but she goes, that's the main one. That's going to hurt Victoria's Secret." Well, lo and behold, take a look at L Brand stock these days. She wasn't far off the high at that point. From $60, it's now a $17 stock. Your wife, your daughters, your sons, the consumer knows better than anything. Now, I'm not saying Home Depot is a red light for this market, but I am saying it's possibly a yellow light that's beginning to flash. Remember, markets do not go from bull to bear. They'll go bull, balance, and then continue bull like we've done forever this year, or bull, balance, and then bear. So there certainly will be time, if this market is to turn around, to get in on the other side. Until then, we have to continue to trade the market-generated information that's being given to us, no doubt. But just keep in the back of your mind possibly some warning signs that are starting to come. Okay, destinations for this morning. Since we still have an hour to go, I'm going to use yesterday's high of 312.28. Then we had the pre-market high from the other day. That's gone already. Regardless, that's gone. So 313.13 right now is our all-time high in the pre-market. For the downside, if we gap higher, then we will use 312.28, which was yesterday's high. Then we don't have anything until yesterday's low of 311.03, and then a daily low of 310.26, and then fill in the gap at 309.64. So your destinations on the downside are becoming far and wide apart for a bunch of reasons that we've talked about. Even though this market's done nothing but continually go up, there's no trend days to speak of. We've had no trend days. There's no afternoon pullback lows on a bunch of these. We do have 10 wide or 9 wide or whatever, but they're lower. So until you get more market generated information, if this gap fails and you get accepted back in, again, if sellers ever show up, you could get some acceleration. Certainly that has not happened to date. Okay. Game plan for this morning. Well, yesterday's high is 312.28. We're looking at 312.80. We gap higher at this level. I'll be watching it. I know I sound like a broken record, but I want more confirmation. If we to get some kind of counter auction, hold yesterday's high. Now, we had a price spike yesterday above E's high, but we closed below it, so I'm not using that as a reference point. But that would become a level for me, even though it's not a firm destination, but it would be a level if we are to close the gap and get back into yesterday's range to see if we hold E's high. That'd be pretty important, right? E and M's high are both basically the same, right? They tried to rally it again late in the day. So if the gap fails, I would look for E&M's high to hold. If not, then you could actually test the low of the day. So if you want to be a buyer at the 312.80 level, you certainly could, right? Value's higher, gap open higher. Know you're out though. If your out isn't the gap fill, which is K's high, then it certainly should be if we fail E&M's high. It's only another 28 cents. So you could lean on it. You could even add to it if you want to see if we come back out. So that is one play you can take if you want to be a buyer. Would I be a seller up here? Absolutely not. No reason. I'm not going to pick the high, right? People try to pick the high. They tried to pick it yesterday. They tried to pick it on the 14th. They tried to pick it back in October. You're not going to pick the high. So I'll wait for more market-generated information to tell me where I could possibly take a put position. All three time frames are up. I'm not going to waste time with the chart since I spent time on that little speech I gave. Monthly, weekly, daily, all up. So until that changes, until we get into some sort of balance, you play the market-generated information that's telling you this market is continuing to trend higher. Have a great day trading. Good luck, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.